I could tell a cool story about a record too, if you want, that I could include Tetsu on. Let me see if I could pull it up. This is a cool record. This is probably like maybe one of the more special ones. This artist, Lionel Abel, this is out of the Barbados, but he has a connection to Guyana. So this is a record that I got actually on eBay like 20 years ago. I bought a big box of 45s and it ended up being really crazy. It was like a really awesome selection of funk and like James Brown and everything. And there was a little stack of records that kind of stood out, looked a little bit different. And I got into those and I noticed that they were all like non-US. I was looking at them and I noticed they all had this little C. Hodge autograph on it. And at the time in like 2006, it was really hard to kind of like Google information about records. That was early Discogs. There really wasn't a lot of things, but I found one old GeoCities site that had a little bit of information about music from Guyana, so I found this record. And then it stayed with me throughout this collection for the next like 12 years. And then I was in Barcelona for some gigs in 2018. And somebody stole some records out of my bag. They ended up, they weren't record thieves, they were just regular thieves looking for camera equipment or something. So when they found that it was records, they were disappointed and threw them away. A couple years later, somebody found the bag. They looked at the records, they said, oh, cool records. They put them on Discogs. And this one was really rare at the time. Like for many, many, many years, I was the only person that had this record. But Tetsu found it when it got listed on Discogs and he purchased it from Japan. Eventually, I found the records on Discogs from the seller that had found them in Barcelona, and I got in touch. And he said, oh yeah, I'd love to send you your records back. So he sent everything back, but then he was asked about this one. And he's like, oh, I sold it to a guy in Tokyo. So he gave me Tetsu's email address, and then we corresponded, and I explained the story, and then he was gracious enough to send it back to me. And that was like 5 years ago or more. Now, when I come to Japan and we're posting on Instagram, he messaged me on Instagram saying like, hey, welcome back to Japan. By the way, I have a store now. It's a really great store too here, Radio Cultura. Check it out, it's on the east side. Awesome art, coffee, everything else, very cool. So now what turned out to be a cool story of finding the record and then a bad story of losing it is now a cool story of getting it back and then being able to make friends with folks, around the world. So now it's turned out to be like really great that I got the record stolen. So I started off my mix with this song in honor of Tetsu and new friendships and things.